Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Highlander XSE in the color blue. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, we have a 3.5-liter V6 engine. It is automatic transmission, gets up to 295 horsepower, 263 pound-foot of torque, tow capacity up to 5,000 pounds. Up front, you've got LED headlights, customer daytime running lights, and fog lights down below. Then onto the side, you've got 18-inch steel wheels. If you look closely, you may notice there is also 3M treatment on the front end of this unit. You'll see little bits of that in other places too. Then side mirrors include integrated turn signals and blind spot monitoring. On both of your front handles, you'll find these double lines. We'll talk about those more on your driver's side. Heading back, all of your rear windows come with factory tinting, and up top we have black roof rails. On the back of the unit, on the right-hand side, you have your XSE all-wheel drive trim level badge. Left-hand side is your Highlander badge, and underneath the rear logo is the backup camera. To open up your rear space, reach underneath the camera and press the button, and it should automatically rise itself up from there. So, of course, inside we have both second and third row seating. Second row seating is independent captain's chairs, meaning that there is no middle seat here, but we'll talk about that setup in just a moment when we get up there. For your third row occupants, it is a 60-40 split, as you can see on the left, which means there's a smaller portion to the left and a larger one on the right. For your third row occupants, they have plenty of their own storage and cup holder spaces here too. Then we have the Highlander carpeted mats, still in their original factory packaging and in terrific condition here. Across the back of the third row seats and the dedicated floor space, we have this Highlander branded rubber mat cargo liner. This guy has two jobs. First off, helps protect your vehicle from damage from the cargo. It is this nice, thick, durable plastic, and it has this texturing on it as well to help keep everything safe and secure. Secondly, it helps to keep your space clean. It is much easier to simply pick this up, remove it out of the space, and rinse or brush any dirt or debris off of it, versus things clinging to that carpeted interior. Now, if you're looking for your tire kit, underneath of the mat, you'll find this little fabric strap. Lift this guy up, and then you'll be able to access it through this little porthole to the right. If you can see the orange lettering back there, that is instructions on how to go about doing so, and you have the tools here to the left. Now, this long black piece in the back here, you may be asking, what is that thing? That is your interior cargo cover. So that guy installs across the back of the unit. You can see this little porthole here. There's a matching one on the other side. It stretches all the way across the back here, and then you're able to extend it upwards, locking into place on the little hooks. It helps to keep private any goods that you keep stored underneath of it so that nobody's able to look in through your rear windows and see what goods you've got stored. As you can see, there's also built-in storage underneath of the floorboards here, which is meant specifically for that accessory, because if you have it up, you're not able to have people sitting in the third row seats, because it is in fact a danger, as it sits right about underneath where the headrests are, so it'll be right in somebody's face. So if you have it installed and then suddenly you need to have some extra seating space, you can take it down. It doesn't have to rattle around in the back. There is specific storage underneath made just for that. To close it up back here, you can reach up to the handle on the right-hand side, or you can just press the electronic button right there next to it. Next, let's go take a look at the inside. So in here, your interior upholstery is the black Softex leatherette. You have a black stitching, and then this beautiful gray detailing in between in the middle panels of the seats. If you look on the sides here, you'll find these different adjustments. It has little diagrams on you showing which controls do which action, but it basically allows you to move your seats around either for different cargo needs or storage needs in general, or to simply gain quick and easy access into your third row. Of course, if you don't want to be moving your seat back and forth every time someone needs in and out, people can travel instead through this little middle section, because as we said, it is independent captain's chairs. So of course there is no middle seating space in here. Instead we have this storage and cup holder space. If you're looking for the armrests, they do exist on both seats on the inside here. They're also built into the doors themselves, so you can see it is nice and cushioned. All in here, you have tons of storage inside there, power window control, and built-in sunshades here too. This guy extends all the way up and will lock into place to keep sun out of people's eyes. Of course, when you have it all the way back down, it is made specifically to go completely flush with your door frame. Now, back inside here for one more moment. Looking forward, on the back of both your front passenger and front driver seats, you have pouch storage. Back of the console, you have this third air conditioning control zone panel. So this allows for your second and third row occupants to customize their own fan speed, mode, and temperature. This can be customized from up front and used from up there. We'll take a look at that in a second when we are there. Down below you have all of your chargers, and then we currently have the Highlander rubber mats installed inside of the unit. Back again to the double lines. These guys indicate keyless entry. So if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand on here or inside the handle to lock and unlock your unit. Inside your driver's door, power windows here for both front and back. You've got your window lock, power lock system, and side mirror controls. Inside you have electronically adjustable seats, back, front, up, down, and lumbar support. You've got both hood and gas release on the bottom left-hand corner of the dash. Then little storage space on top of there. Lastly, you have your automatic headlamps and then your power trunk release, and tucked in up top is your controls for odometer, trip, and dash brightness. Looking at your steering wheel, it is black leather with black stitching. Left side here, controls are for your dash display, and then you have your hands-free communication and the volume control. Right hand side, radio controls on the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, including sonar and lane departure. In the middle is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Right now, we are looking at the customizable home screen. Everything that you see inside of this screen can be accessed through the side button panels. So underneath of the home, we have your menu settings. In here, you have access to adjustments for audio, phone app, projection, info, display. So setup is more of your specifics. Things like Bluetooth connection, audio, phone, voice, on-suite app, clock language. You've got theme color settings, data information, animations, etc. Then audio listening. This includes AM, FM, and satellite radio, full Bluetooth connectivity, and optional USB adapters. And then at the bottom you have your optional navigation, which you can choose to connect through Toyota connected services. Bottom right hand side you have your apps. So this is where you're able to add additional things for your infotainment. You can do this in your own ways in order to customize your own experience. Then you have your phone, so this is for connecting your personal device to the vehicle via Bluetooth. You would need this for all of the hands-free communication there as well. Then you have all of your radio controls along the right-hand side, including tune scroll on the bottom right, volume control on the bottom left, climate control center underneath of the big screen. So for up front, we have dual climate controls. This means you can either choose to have your temperatures synced up, or you can choose to have them turned off so that people can function independently. And we also have the controls for the rear auto. So you can see that it's turned on. To be controlling it, you can take a look at it separately. You can choose to have it synced up to the front or running independently too. Defrost for front windshield, rear windshield, and side mirrors. Next to that is the defrost for your rear windshield wiper blade. Trust me, this is really useful in these cold Canadian winters. And then on either side, we have 3 levels of heated seat controls for both the driver and then for your front passenger. 4 ways in the middle, then your push start ignition. Storage space goes the whole way across the dash. Got a little divider on the right hand side to ensure if you put an item on one end, you're not going to have it accidentally sliding all the way down to the other. Looking at the left side here though, you'll find this little cover here. This allows you to feed cords or wires, anything else, down through it towards the chargers down below. That way you can have your phone up top here without having the cords bulging out and getting in the way of either your gear shift or your drinks or anything else. You have more general storage to the left of the charger ports. Then of course you have your gear shift, cup holders, parking brake and parking hold. You have your traction control, snow mode, downhill assist, and automatic start stop. And then all of your driving modes, so your normal, sport, and eco, and then mud and sand to rock and dirt control. Of course, gear shift itself is up front there. Then console space, so this guy slides open. Up top, this is a wireless charging pad. It has this nice built-in tray design, so your phone will be nice and secure when you have it in there. You also can choose to have it turned on or off. If the light is on, then there's power flowing to it. If it is not on, then of course there is no power going to this. Having this feature means you never again have to worry about having charging cords available for yourself to charge your phone again. Of course, if that is your preference, we have those chargers that we just took a look at. If you look underneath of this, first off, you have this little tray. You can move this guy back or forth. And then deeper inside, you have all of your general storage spaces too. Now, right-hand side, down below, is a lockable glove box. Up overhead on the rearview mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots. These guys are garage door openers. Then you have your sunglasses compartment, which also doubles as having a little built-in mirror. So this allows you to make sure that you don't have to use the rear view to keep an eye on your rear passengers. This can stay as focusing for the road, and this is made specifically for keeping an eye on people in the back. Then on top of that, you have your overhead lighting controls, SOS button, and controls up there for the moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Highlander XSE in the color blue. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.